Hello people of the internet, I'm Soulrack Dragon, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 358-2 Days. Last time, we actually completed the story, and I thought that was going to be it at this. However, going to the extras, towards the end of the story, we were informed that there was secret reports, and apparently, Roxas was keeping a diary. So, I figure, let's go ahead and read all of these, and that'll be the final episode. So, we'll do Roxas first, then the secret diary, and then we'll end this all off, and we'll move on to Kingdom Hearts 2. Let's begin. It's been a week since I got here. Sykes told me to keep a diary, but he said nobody would check it. What am I supposed to write about? Today they told us to go to the round room where we meet our new member, number 14. Was I like that when I first got here? I think I was, but I don't remember too well. Me and Axel went to Twilight Town today. He taught me a lot. Before we returned to the castle, we swung by the clock tower and had some sea salt ice cream. Axel called it the icing on the cake after a successful mission. Well, except there was no cake, just ice cream. I don't know what to write in this thing. The past few days, the other members have been showing me how to fight and do mission stuff. They also told me more about the organization and about myself. I still don't really get what a heart is, but apparently it's a vital piece of who I am. So I've decided to cooperate. If I collect enough hearts, I can complete Kingdom Hearts. Then I'll be whole. Me and Axel went on a mission to Twilight Town. Afterwards, we went and had ice cream again up on the clock tower. He said friends do stuff like that, or they laugh together. So does that mean me and him are friends? The other members have been teaching me more about how to fight and stuff. It's going, I guess. Every day after work, I've been meeting Axel at the clock tower to have some sea salt ice cream. It really is salty, but still sweet too. How come it tastes so familiar? Axel is going to some place called Castle Oblivion. He told me because we're friends. He had to go home early to get ready, and after he left, I noticed the word winner on my ice cream stick. I wonder what I won. I'll ask him when I see him tomorrow. Axel left before I woke up in the morning. I never got to ask him about the ice cream stick. I was partnered up with number 14 for today's mission. Jian wore a hood the whole time and wouldn't say a word to me. Come to think of it, I didn't have a whole lot to say either. Afterwards, I went ahead and had ice cream by myself. I teamed up with number 14 again today. We finally talked a little. Jian even said my name for the first time. Afterwards, I had the ice cream all by myself again. The lady at the shop said you can trade the winner stick for an extra bar, but I can't eat more than one. Today was my third day with Jian. I've gotten to know her a little bit more about her. That's right, she's a girl, with black hair, and can use the keyblade just like me. I took her out for ice cream afterwards, but I'm saving the winner stick. Axel deserves a reward when he gets back. Jian wants to have ice cream with us from now on. Maybe we'll be friends. I only remember part of this day. I heard somebody sent to Castle Oblivion was terminated. Sykes said it might have been Axel. I tried to ask Sigmar what's about it on today's mission, and he said nothing's left of nobody's once we're gone, because we have no hearts to leave behind. I don't remember much after that. They say I collapsed and wouldn't wake up. I must have missed a lot. It's like I had the longest dream. I woke up to find a bunch of seashells on my pillow. I counted them. One for each day they said I was asleep. I was wondering who left them there. Then when I got to the clock tower, Jian gave me another one. I held it up to the ear and I could hear the ocean. Why did it sound so familiar? The stuff I dreamed about felt strangely familiar too. I remember being in a white room with somebody the same age as me wearing red clothes, and then he sort of disappeared into the white. And there was a girl's voice. She said she knew I'd been snoozing. Why would she know that? The voice was a little like Jian's. Sounds like the worst has come to pass. The whole Castle Oblivion team, wiped from existence. It's hard to come to grips with the idea that Axel's gone. I feel choked up? I don't know what you'd call it. I've never had the sensation. I went up to the clock tower to have ice cream, but nobody else showed up. I sit up on the clock tower, but nobody comes. Not Axel, not even Jian. That weird lump in my throat won't go away. Something else is bothering me. This is gonna sound crazy. Good thing this is a private diary, but these pictures keep flashing through my head. Not all the time, just sometimes. Ever since I collapsed. It happens when I'm awake too, on missions, so I don't think it's a dream. Where are the pictures coming from? After work, Axel turned up, just like that, out of nowhere. I didn't know what to say. I thought we'd lost him for good. We went up to the clock tower and talked for a little while. I told him about Jian. The choked up sensation has gone away. Me and Axel went to Agrabah. It seems different now that he's back from Castle Oblivion. Ice cream was just the two of us today. I wonder when me and Axel and Jian will all get together to have ice cream together. After I finished my mission, I wanted all three of us to have ice cream, but I couldn't find Jian. It's been at least 10 days since I've seen her. Axel said he'd ask Sykes what was going on. Speaking of Axel, I didn't see him at the clock tower today. My job today was to help Axel find Xian. Turns out, she had gone missing, but we managed to find her. We finally got to all have ice cream together, which was nice, but Xian can't use her Keyblade anymore. Axel sends friends help each other out, so I'm gonna go on missions with her until she remembers how to work the Keyblade herself. Me and Xian are working together now. The genie we met in Agrabah said he and his best friend Albert are inseparable. Axel told us best friends can be inseparable even if they're not always together, but it sounded like he wasn't too sure about it himself. I thought Axel knew everything. Oh well. That reminds me, those weird pictures flashed in my head again while I was in Agrabah. The guy in red I wrote about before. Has he been to Agrabah or something? Zenmes summoned us. Nothing he ever says makes sense to me. He showed us Kingdom Hearts, a big heart-shaped moon floating up in the night sky, and said the human heart will never have power over us. Great, I guess. So why are we trying to get hearts again? Axel said I will understand better once I have a heart, but I'm not so sure. I went to Agrabah today with Xian. We make a pretty good team now. Afterwards, me and her and Axel talked about us and the other nobodies. Once we make it into the organization are powerful enough to keep their memories. Me and Xian can't remember our pasts. What was I like? Today's mission was with Xian in Beast's castle. I tried loaning her my Keyblade, and she had no problem using it. That meant I had to fight without it, but we got the job done. Afterwards, Xian remembered how to summon her own Keyblade, so I guess we're out of trouble. When we were all done, we all had ice cream together. Every day after work, the three of us had been going to our place on the top of the clock tower to have ice cream. We don't talk much, but I wouldn't miss these conversations for the world. I wonder if Axel and Xian feel the same way. Do the other organization members have their own routines? It's hard to picture. Today it was me and Xigbar. Axel and Xian were out on their own missions. Xigbar told me that Xian and me are exceptional. You know? Like special nobodies. Because we can use the Keyblade? Work dragged on late, so I didn't make it up to the clock tower. I wonder if Axel and Xian made it. Those pictures started flashing in my head again on the mission. Boy in red. What is this all about? Maybe when Xigbar called me special and crazy. Seriously though, is Xian experiencing the same thing? It feels weird to ask. Today was my first vacation ever. I don't know what to do with it. Axel said to do what I like, but all I like is having ice cream with my friends, so that's what I ended up doing. Axel leaves for tomorrow on some kind of mission, which reminds me, I still haven't given him that winner stick yet. You know, I'm just making an off-topic comment. That Operations Closed for Vacation thing is hilarious. Like, can you just imagine Xemnas deciding, you know what, I think everybody deserves a vacation, and just plopping that sign up and then going to a beach to sit back, or just ending up playing a chess with a mirror of himself, laughing maniacally as his evil plans come to fruition? I don't know. It's a strange thought, to say the least. Axel's been gone forever. It's just been me and Xian at the clock tower. While me and Zaldin explored the Beast's castle, we found something he wants to protect. Zaldin says that's a weakness, but I'm not so sure. What does it mean to care about something that much? I don't, so it's hard to wrap my head around the whole idea. Today's mission took me to a new world. It was a weird place. I was up on the clock tower afterwards when Axel turned up after being away forever. He said he finished that long mission, but this time Xian didn't show. I was gonna give Axel the winner stick, but I should wait until I get another one. It wouldn't be fair to leave Xian out. Xian didn't come back to the clock tower again today. She and Sykes had some kind of argument. Axel and I talked a while about the things we couldn't bear to lose. Axel thinks that for nobodies, it's our pasts, because that's all we have to remember of losing something. I don't remember my past, but the idea of losing the present, Axel or Xian, scares me. I ran into Xian in Twilight Town. I guess she messed up a mission pretty bad the other day, and it's been bugging her. We went to the clock tower afterwards. She said me and her are different, which is pretty obvious if you look at us. I don't think that's what she meant. A lot seemed to be on her mind, and it's not the same as what's on mine. I think Xian might be mad at me. I don't know why. Axel says girls are complicated. Can't press the wrong buttons. Like I'm supposed to know what the right ones are? Oh, Roxas. It's a question many a men have asked for many a time across all ages. It's hard spending time with Xian, and Axel seems busy too. I've been having ice cream alone, but it's just not the same. All I taste is the salt, and my hand gets all sticky. It's like I'm going through the motions of eating it just so I can throw the stick out and get on with life. I must have had about 100 of these things, yet I still haven't found another winner. I never did find a way to ask Xian about the pictures that come through my head. I really don't know what to do about anything right now. On my mission at Beast Castle, Zoltan told me about love, the special power it has over people. I tried to ask Axel about it. His explanation didn't make any sense to me. Every time I ask him about this sort of thing, he tells me I need to have a heart to understand. It's like he's dodging the questions. Xian failed her mission now and she's in deep sleep. I thought they were lying to me when they told me, but I went to see her and she really was just asleep. I left the seashell by her pillow, just like she did for me. Sykes hates her and I don't know why. Maybe he knows more about her than the rest of us do. Those pictures flashed through my head again on today's mission. The same boy in red as usual. I guess he's been to Wonderland. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm seeing. I've decided to work harder while Gianna's asleep to pick up some of the slack. Axel said he asked Sykes about her, but no dice. He did say that Sykes was having second thoughts about calling her broken, though. I just hope we all get this drama ironed out soon, so she doesn't have to wake up to it. Gian hasn't woken up, but I've been putting double duty to make up for it. Me and Axel talked about the dumbest stuff now. Afterwards, we head back to the castle, and I leave a seashell by Xian's pillow. It would please me to see her smile when she finds them. Those pictures flashed through my head again in Neverland, and when I flew, it felt like I had done it before. Has the guy in red flown before? Is that it? Gian's awake now. The three of us were going to go get some ice cream after our mission, but she passed out again, so we had to take her home. I talked with Axel in her room until she woke up. He said that the three of us were best friends, inseparable. We've all started going back to our usual spot afterward. Sometimes Axel and Gian are there waiting for me. Other times, I get there first. Things have gotten busier for us, so we can't all make it every day. But even if they're not there, at least now it seems like we're together again. I wonder if it seems that way for them too. I forgot to ask Gian about the pictures in my head again. It was the same kid in red. Who is he? What does he have to do with me? I think something's wrong with Gian. Is she not feeling well again? Axel said we should all go to the beach next time we get a vacation. I think he senses something is wrong too. That's why he suggested the beach, to make her feel. Okay, now I'm really worried about Xian. I told Axel, but all he said was that she'll get through it. He knows something is wrong. I bet he's just telling me that to put my mind at ease. Well, it's not working. I had ice cream with Axel after work today, but Xian didn't show. Axel said she got sent on an important mission, but wouldn't look at me when he said it. I've been wondering what's wrong with Xian all this time, but now that I stopped to think about it, Axel's not himself either. Gianna's gone missing. Nobody said anything about her getting hurt, so that's good, I guess. Did she run off? That doesn't make any sense. Zemnis told us not to go after her. The way Sykes explained it, it's almost like they don't think she was worth getting back. What's going on? I want to talk to Axel about Xian, but I can't seem to get 10 seconds with the guy. What am I supposed to do? I can't believe he's avoiding me. We're supposed to be friends. I don't remember much about today's mission, just that it was on the beach. Or was it? The mission didn't even feel real. Me and Axel agreed to start looking for Xian tomorrow. I've looked everywhere for Xian, in every world. There's just no sign of her. Where is she? Why did she leave the organization? I don't get it. Any of it. There's one place we haven't checked yet to see if Xian's there. Castle Oblivion. When I brought it up to Axel, he surprised me that saying Castle Oblivion is where Xian comes from. I guess he just found out himself. Is that where she is? I went to Castle of Oblivion to find Xian, but I don't remember anything about it. Axel says I collapsed as soon as I got there. I woke up in Twilight Town, and incredibly enough, Xian was there. But she wasn't alone. There was this guy with her, and he was wearing the organization's coat. I could tell by his build that he wasn't one of us, though. Who is he? I don't believe it. Axel attacked Xian. There had to be some other way. I know she's been acting weird, but I hardly recognize Axel these days either. What's going through their heads? I feel so left out. Zemnis told me that Sora is the connection between me and Xian. But just who exactly is Sora? For the first time in the wild, the three of us met at the clock tower. None of us really knew what to say. We used to talk each other's ears off, but I guess those days are gone. So much has happened lately that I've been forgetting to write about these pictures in my head. That happens even when I'm not on missions. More often, too. They even show up in my dreams. Xian told me that she has dreams, too. Is all of this connected? I dream all the time now, but I don't sleep well. I wake up tired every day, but I guess that makes them nightmares, not dreams. Gian and Axel don't come to the clock tower anymore. I thought maybe if I got everything off my chest with them, I might stop having the nightmares. But so much for testing that theory. I feel so tired, almost disconnected from my body. The dreams have gotten stronger. Now I wake up with water on my cheeks. I don't know how it got there, but I think there's something really wrong with me. Today I was teamed up with Xian. She seems to be in a lot better shape than me. We had ice cream together, something we hadn't done in a while. I had another dream. My head feels heavy. I want to have ice cream with Xian and Axel again. Me, Xian, and Axel had ice cream. The sunset was beautiful. I don't have to write anything else down, because I'll never get to stay. Axel let Xian leave the organization, like he wanted her to go. She's a puppet, a mirror that reflects me. He's talking nonsense. I can't trust him anymore. I don't understand the organization. I don't understand Axel. I understand myself, least of all. Why do I keep coming back to the castle? Me and Xian are special, connected by Sora. If she's a puppet, maybe I am too. I don't know what I am. I have to know who I am. I am done with this! I'm going to set Kingdom Hearts free and find my way to Sora. I'm going to get Xian back. The three of us will have ice cream together again. I know it. And that is Roxas' diary. Gotta say, you can learn a lot about somebody's character from reading their diary, and we learned quite a bit. Roxas really did care about his friends, and he really was determined to see it through the end, just like Sora. Now, though, we have the secret reports. So, here we go. Meaning. A name defines an object, describes the span of it, gives it purpose. We embarked upon the replica program to ensure our new power stays ours. Now, our shadow puppet, no number I, lives. It needs a name, something to define it, to give the hollow vessel purpose. Seems like we're getting new members every day. Number 13 was a boy, Roxas. Now we've got number 14, Xian. Today's mission was to show Roxas the ropes. I feel like they've had me babysitting him since we got here. He's not a bad kid, but he's a bit spacey. Good fighter though, at least I'm bored. Xian is being monitored. Roxas, meanwhile, has begun his training exercises. It is imperative we keep Xian from handling undue contact with Roxas until we are certain it will perform as expected, which will take another 10 days if Vexen's convictions are to be trusted. As for the Keyblade Master, Marluxia will no doubt be keeping an eye on him. Another mission with Roxas today. Is he seriously my responsibility? At least he's starting to talk like a normal person. Maybe that means his memory is coming back. Still, if this kid's supposed to be the Keyblade Master's nobody, I don't see it. Axel went on a mission to Twilight Town. So this is Axel? Maybe? Ugh, how dare they shut me out of monitoring the Keyblade Master. And then they sent me off to teach that half-baked nobody in basic magic. I should have had him light me on fire. I won't be long now, though. Once I'm over at Castle Oblivion, our plan goes into action. No more playing nanny. Ever. This is Axel. They pushed up the Castle Oblivion plan. Our little hero with the key must have made a move. He and his nobody have been meeting up for ice cream the last few days. Not the best conversationalist, but at least he's mastered a few facial expressions beside doom and gloom. I told him about Castle Oblivion, but he didn't seem to follow. Guess that's understandable. The program is largely on target. Number I, my finest replica, has proven to be even greater success than anticipated. I intend to take the others, judged unfit for number status, to Castle Oblivion, where I was subjected to further testing. One thing is clear. These replicas could not be classified. These replicas would not be classified as a special sort of nobody. Okay, so these aren't all Axel, clearly. These are research entries, and research entries, I'm not sure. Marluxia has succeeded in leading the Keyblade Master of the castle. I sense multiple threads at work. The details on each of the projects are scarce. I suspect some alleged organization projects are secretly private machinations. Marluxia seems especially suspect. Pressing Zexion for answers would be a waste of time. I knew that, but this dearth of information is hard to accept. What's happening on the upper levels? What ought we be doing down here? They hug their truths close and leave the rest of us speculating. Zexion talks of the bond we share as an organization. How could such a thing exist? Still, he remains the only one I can trust. Okay, I think that's the bigger dude. I don't remember his name. Simple deductions suggest Axel's outwardly inscrutable actions are the result of some directive from Sykes. Why else eliminate Vixen? He simply wanted to do research. Did we not all stand to gain some from the fruit of his program? What is Axel thinking? Axel is in the way. I don't know if he's aware of our plot. Vexen had no part in our plans. Why eliminate him, assuming Axel's orders were to root out traitors in the organization? Discerning his motives merits our full attention. I've uncovered most of what I need to know about the replica program. But where's the other one? I can't find any trace of it. Vexen was caught in the middle. Pitiful, but unavoidable. I could not risk his program falling into their hands. Of greater concern are the traitors, not the obvious turncoats, but the ones that will get in him's and my way. Keyblade Master is not our enemy. Roxas woke up today. I think he was dreaming this whole time. Being with him feels strange, familiar, like listening to the waves crash up against their shore. But why? The replica program continues apace, but something has gone wrong at Castle Oblivion. The Dusks returned with word that none of those that we dispatched survived, but the news came in fragments. I still know too little to extract the truth. I doubt Axel will be among those lost, but I must plan for the worst. First, I must locate the Keyblade Master. I lost track of the Keyblade Master and the other intruders. I'm the only one left in the castle. Everybody else is destroyed. My orders were to end the traitors, I think, but at this point, I fit that bill better than anybody. There's one last thing I need to look into while I'm here. Sykes had a hand in what went down at Castle Oblivion. Well, more like all, which means Axel was in on it as well. It's a fact that Zemnis ordered Axel to take out the traitors, which means he went through Sykes. No specific names were given, but naturally, Zemnis seems to know the turncoats were right from the get-go. Excuse me. I want to say that Zigbar. The longer you know somebody, the less you need to speak in clear terms. Everything gets across with a wink and a nudge, a little reading between the lines. When it comes to what befell our late comrades at Castle Oblivion, ambiguity suits me just fine. The Keyblade Master and Roxas come out and say every little thing that comes to mind. Maybe that's human. Maybe they're just special. I lost the ability to use Keyblade and I have no idea why. I don't know what to do about it. About anything. It happened suddenly, after Roxas woke up. If I can't collect hearts anymore, the organization has no use for me. This is terrible. Honestly, I never got why Roxas was so crazy about Xion. I know they both join up about the same time and that they're both rookies, but how do you get close to somebody who hides their face all the time? Well, I saw it today. All of a sudden, number 14 up and takes her hood off. And Xion is a girl, and she looks just like Naminé. Roxas has been coming along with me on my missions to help out, since I can't use the Keyblade. Axel is covering for me, so I should be safe for now. But what am I going to do if I never get the Keyblade back? I can't lie forever. The hearts collected by our two Keyblade wielders, Roxas and Xion, have gathered together, and now, Almighty Kingdom Horde Hearts waxes large in the night sky. Our efforts have come to bear fruits, nearly ripe for the plucking. All plans proceed smoothly, alarmingly so, in fact, though this time is no time to be deterred by paranoia. Neither Roxas or I have any memory of our human lives. I don't even remember my first days as a nobody. Roxas said he was the same, but I'm not so sure. For me, it's a total blank. I can't even remember the day I met Roxas, or Axel. It's all a blur. Xion regained her ability to wield the Keyblade. I don't know how or why, but maybe there's more to the Keyblade Master they're not telling me about. I feel like I've been spending more time talking to Roxas and Xion lately than my old friend Sykes. This has to be what it's like. Friendship. Every day, it's work, work, work. I'm dead bored and I'd kill for some vacay. Nobody needs his rest, am I right? And when I get it, it's gonna be nothing but me and my sitar. Sigh. That's the one dude. I don't remember his name, to be honest. Roxas, maturing at an excellent and impressive rate. The way his face, the way he handles the Keyblade, it's all exactly the same. world seems so divided and alone, but there is always that steady thread to them there to connect them. And we, as nobodies, can never escape the things we did as humans. So it goes. Talking to Roxas and Xian always brings me back to my memories of my human life back when I was a kid. It's a weird sensation. I ought to be able to share all this with Sykes, but I just don't feel like it anymore. It's strange, but I'm content with just missing what's gone. I'm not the one who changed. You did. Watching that foolish beast flail about only deepens my disdain for humans and their innocent need to be pinned down with feelings. We became nobodies precisely to avoid the shackles of emotion. It was only later that we realized the scale of that loss. There's some things that just cannot be done without the human heart. Nonetheless, I can't nary see a pleasant thing about it. That man wearing the organization's coat, that jerk, he's too powerful. I can't beat him unless I get stronger. And I'm not a sham. I'm not. He's the one pretending to be something he isn't. As expected, the duplicate is starting to show its limits. The program showed promise, but a puppet is just a puppet. Something to be toyed with until it breaks. I am utterly at a loss as to what Roxas and Axel see in that thing. How best to dispose of it merits my consideration going forwards. I wasn't ready to see Roxas again. I can't help but compare us. We both use the Keyblade, but we're so different. Does he dream? It seems like that's all I do anymore. Last night I jumped into the ocean. I was drowning. Roxas and Xian must have had to hand over something, knowing them it's something dumb, but still. Watching them, it's like they're human. It's messing with my head. I kind of wonder if Roxas understood all that about wrong buttons. I get a sense of a lot went right over his head. It did, Axel. I've got my new hit single. X-Face is always barking at me to work. What's he expect me to do against a monster like that? I mean, stop and think about what skill sets when you divide up labor already. Xian failed to complete the mission, and if this continues, destroying it and using the next replica as the duplicate would undoubtedly yield a higher grade copy. No. Number I was among the initial lot, which naturally raises a lot of questions about its capability. At present, it is nothing short of broken. I cannot fathom why Zen must want to keep it. Number I, I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. I have not seen anything about it. There has to be something about what Sykes said. Why is Xian qualified to be one of us? He said to just look at her, but at what? That face look that she looks like Naminé? Xian and Naminé must be connected. Who's nobody is Xian anyways? What is Sykes hiding? Axel, of course. I find myself envying these children. Perhaps some fundamental differences exist between those who became nobodies as adults and otherwise. The longer you have lived, more you are in position to lose something such a gamble. But a child can look forward, unafraid even in the face of immeasurable odds. I doubt they even see a life as a gamble as we do. Xian continues to sleep. All analysis on the program indicate functions but suggest no markers change. The copying appears to be working, but a replica is a replica. My latest report to Xian on this matter has netted me no clear answers. He simply stood, smiling. At times, I find his thinking impenetrable. I finally wake up just to pass out again? Why? Because I'm a failure? I dreamt the whole while I was out. It was something nostalgic, but what? Why can't I remember? It could be a key memory from my human life. All I can remember is the sound of waves, gentle in the distance. I never thought I'd see the word replica, man. Any rational man realized the replica was not unique. I'm the only one in the organization who knew of the exceptional copying functionality, and that he ultimately formed a sense of self. The fact that I know that all that and he never still knows the truth about Xian speaks to how remarkable a replica she must be. My question remains, who is she a replica of? Naminé, Kairi, or perhaps someone entirely different? Why did the organization admit her into its membership? And why would such a fine replica fall unconscious and sporadically lose the command of the Keyblade? Axel is a lot smarter than he lets on. Excuse me. Even if Xian is a replica, a puppet, she's still Xian. I understand that in my head. How do I interact with her now? Greek replica was just a tool, but I can't use Xian in the first. But I can't use Xian. No, I was wrong to have used the Greek replica in the first place. Excuse me. How is a man-made puppet any less worthy than a nobody that was never meant to exist at all. They're both ambiguous, tenuous at best, and she's still my friend. Even if neither of us should exist, that doesn't invalidate the bonds we formed. Next break we get, I told her we'd all go to the beach. Hope we get the chance. Our little summer vacation. I know if we can get together and laugh about stupid stuff, this nagging doubt will go away. My body feels heavy, and my head aches. I'm too busy to get any rest from sleeping. Axel knows something. He's hiding something secret. It must be in Castle Oblivion. That's where I was born. Jian's appearance should vary based on the relation of the viewer to her. Sykes simply sees her as a puppet. The program approaches completion. Through Roxas, Jian is assembling a copy of the hero Keyblade. A copy of the hero of the Keyblade. As proof, she sometimes appears to take on his form to my eyes. Jian's disappearance is fascinating. If she really is breaking from our control, it is a sign of her approaching the essence of the hero. It seems Sykes does not truly see her. I'm curious to know how she appears to others. I see her as him, though I suspect that Xemnas sees something else entirely in her. As him. Given what we know, this is a Sigmar entry. The air is charged, I can feel it. Go out on a big gamble at a time like this and you're gonna lose big. That said, it's betting against the worst odds that Netbase win. I'm eager to see how this hand plays out. This is that one card dude that's part of the organization, who, again, I don't remember the name of. Jian is gone. Rox still doesn't know anything, but Jian found out. That's why I need to find her. We don't have hearts, so we accept the fact we're given as the truth. Something far more important lies behind the truth. Sykes would laugh at people with no hearts calling one another friends, but that doesn't make it not so. As the nobody of the hero of the Keyblade and the replica of that nobody, those two are special. Unique in every sense of the word. But that doesn't change the fact that we're friends. Nothing will. Got it memorized, Jian? Axel and Roxas are up to something. No plot they can concoct will change the fact that the organization has cast off Jian. Our plans have split, diverged, and advanced now to the next stage. The Number I project and replica program merely paved the way. Our true goals lie elsewhere. None of us really know everything that's going on in Castle Oblivion. Some rooms Xemnas doesn't even know about. Not many are aware that Jian was even born there. I wonder if the truth about that place will ever surface. That man they're calling the imposter, that fake organization member, it's Riku. Roxas could very well remember that, sleep somewhere deep in his memories. Still, it's too soon to report this. I know he ain't Jian. I need to know why Jian was with him first. If she's siding with the hero, it could easily mean erasure. What are you planning to do, Jian? Axel failed to report that the imposter and Jian are working together. Instead, that news came from Roxas. The boy is far more easily handled than Axel. But now, Axel has captured Jian and returned her to us. His motives are impossible to read. Our plans can be altered if necessary, but doing so can only delay their realization. Roxas doesn't trust me after the whole Jian incident, but I can't tell him the truth yet. So I keep lying. It's no big deal when you're nobody. There's no guilt, no feeling at all. So why does it still sting, just a little, when I lie to him? All my dealings with Roxas gave me this bizarre illusion of humanity. We watched the sunset today, the three of us. I didn't think we'd ever be able to do that again. It's just like that dream I had. One where I was by the shore with Roxas and Axel, watching the sunset over the water. I just want to stay with them. But how? What should I do? Jian is burning through missions at full tilt. She seems frantic. Why? I don't know. Speaking of, I still don't know what to say to Roxas. Even without my orders from Sykes, I'd do anything to stop Roxas from being erased. I just don't know if I can stand by and let that happen to Jian either. Axel's always helping me out, so I just assumed he would again. How long has he known about me? Maybe since long before we met in Castle Oblivion? But he told me to think for myself. I was so happy. Now, as I get stronger, Roxas keeps getting weaker. I shouldn't exist anymore. They say that nobodies were never meant to exist, but I'm the real affront. But before I'm gone, I want to help Roxas and Axel. Even just a little. I think the boy I saw today is the same Sora from my memories. Be they puppet or the hero's nobody, we merely need a functional Keyblade master. The details are unimportant. The puppet has developed to the point where the hero of the Keyblade may be entirely redundant. Indeed, perhaps we never ought to allow Sorkin to awaken. He cannot be controlled. He will rise against us. We must move our agenda ahead with that firmly in mind. Riku gave me this time. Axel told me to spend it thinking for myself. The organization is determined to erase either me or Roxas. They'll never allow us to coexist. I love Roxas and Axel. I'm sure Sykes will scoff at that. Call it a trick of my artificial memories. But this time I spent on that clock tower was real. I wish the three of us could stay together, just like this, forever. But I have to pen this. I'll never forget today's sunset. Even if Roxas and Axel do, I won't forget. I couldn't tell Shion she was wrong, and I can't bring myself to end her. It's either that or I have to erase Roxas. There's no future where the three of us can sit down and eat ice cream. I know Roxas will never understand. I don't want to acknowledge it myself. I wanted to see Roxas one more time, but couldn't. What would I say? Did I ever really exist? Even if not, I just hope that those times we spent watching the sunset were real. I know Naminé will tell me how to get back where I belong. I should hurry and see her. Gears of Xemnas' plans have begun to spin wild since the loss of half of our membership at Castle Oblivion. The results are there, but can this state of affairs barely be called a success? If Kingdom Hearts can be said to possess a mind of its own, it's surely rejecting Xemnas. No, rejecting Xehanort. Roxas left the organization today. Our plans never accounted for the possibility of both Roxas and Shion leaving. How did this come to pass? When did Roxas grow strong enough to outmuscle me? What were you really after, Leia? We joined the organization at the same time and formulated our plan, but at this point, it's just an idle fantasy. Everything changed. You and me. Roxas left. It's just so like him to leave like that. It's just so like him to leave that winter ice cream stick behind. Come tomorrow, I'll probably get the order to hunt him down, but leaving that here makes it feel so permanent. I wish the three of us... Three? No. That the two of us could share ice cream again someday. That's what it is to be friends. With luck, we can bring Roxas back into our folds. But even if Sora should awaken as the hero of the Keyblade, he is bound to keep unlocking hearts. If he should come to target us, we simply subdue him and use his powers ourselves once more. I must become one with Kingdom Hearts. I will become a higher existence. All of my true ambitions begin there. And that is the Secret Reports, which seems to be made up of something from all of the organization members. So, that is everything on the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 days thing. Disc. I've played through Kingdom Hearts 1.5. I've completely 358-2 days. Chain of Memories stuff is the different difficulties in that, like Final Mix, again, different difficulties and little challenges all of the same. So, I'm gonna end this off here, and next time, we will be going on to Kingdom Hearts 2. 358-2 days was definitely a huge, thing, but it was still quite fun. For now, though, I've been Solrak Dragon. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave me some feedback in the form of a like or a comment. If you guys want to check out more videos by me, make sure to check out my channel below. And if you'd like to see, drop me a subscription. Outside of all that, I will see you all in the next video. Have a fantastic day, everybody.